Please welcome Natasha Vaynblat.
Thank you so much. Before I begin my presentation, I would, of course, like to address some of the fantastic points Mike made. It is so sweet, and your mom sounds lovely. You know, today is the only day worth remembering, right? I will say that does sound like someone trying to hide her dementia. That's all I'll say, okay? And Mike is right, okay? Hitler, Mussolini, 1920s. Right? Monsters. Horrific monsters. I will say, though, all the monsters of today are just remixes of those, right? So if anything, you do have to respect creativity in some way, okay? But I want to focus more on the positive, right? And I would like to start by saying that 1920s, well, I should start by saying first, I am somebody who clearly owns one sweater. But also am somebody who, at her core, loves to party. It is my favorite activity. I love staying up late with my friends, drinking until 4 in the morning, you know? Nowadays, if someone hears about how I spend my Tuesday nights, they're concerned for me. They're like, Natasha, be responsible. What about your liver? You know, this isn't Pizza Hut. This is your mother that you're calling at 4 a.m. But if this behavior was the 1920s, you know what I would be called? A social justice warrior. That's right. Because in the 1920s, not only was partying guilt-free, okay, it was a politically revolutionary act. Okay? In the 1920s, or in the 2020s, if I post a photo of myself without wearing a bra, drinking in a basement, okay, you know the comments I get? Okay, what is it? Oh, sorry, I know I'm not supposed to look back, right? Sad, are you okay? I hired you to walk my dog. Why are you drinking a cocktail? Okay? Not the case in the 1920s. And in fact, every great idea about partying we have stems from the 1920s. Okay? First of all, okay, look at this basement, all right? Because, right, alcohol was something that was illegal, it had to be hidden, people were creative about their party spaces. This is a gorgeous basement, all right? We've got people, they're making eye contact, they're hanging out together, beautiful wood structures. You know what this bar looks like now? Disgusting. There's a TV. This looks like a wish you got granted by a terrible genie who's drunk, okay? If you were like, I want to be in a nice bar, this is what it gives you. Thank you. That was a bad joke, but I appreciate it. Also, bars were designed with whimsy in mind, okay? Everywhere there was a secret door or some sort of, basement that turned into something else. If you want some sort of secret door or surprise entrance, the only place that offers that is escape rooms. That's disgusting, okay? An escape room is basically a corporate office where, frankly, you don't know what toilet is real. So speak about bidets. In escape rooms, that's basically the same thing as just having poop everywhere, okay? Cocktails. That was a modern invention of the 1920s. Every delicious drink stems from the 1920s. We're looking at a bee's knees. You know what kind of interesting cocktails we're getting in the 2020s? I looked it up. Top 10 cocktails of the 2020s. Look at that. It's called a Lucky Charm. That looks like a leprechaun's vomit. And most importantly, in the 1920s, because you had to party in secret, all bars had a respectful volume. You were truly speaking easy. If I go to every bar I go to nowadays, sounds like an emergency. The only feeling I get a bar at nowadays is cardiac arrest. Oh, my cards are messed up because I'm drunk. And that would have been okay back then, okay? They would have liked that. Okay, oh yeah, here we go. Here's the fucking video, who cares? What I wanted to say was, okay, wait, let's go back. Here we go. Okay. TikTok videos, essentially every TikTok video you see, right, of Addison Rae like doing this, okay, that came from the 1920s. Just watch that. It's cute to a different time. It doesn't matter. Okay, chaos. Okay, I have 2 more points, okay, which is that one, you could be a woman in style and comfort truly in the 1920s, okay? That woman in the 1920s in black and white, she's not wearing a bra. She's wearing loose-fitting clothing, probably no underwear. Who cares? She's probably farting like crazy. Doesn't matter. The 2020s, that's that same woman, okay? That's what happened. When women in the 1920s, if they were getting together drinking, they looked like this. Okay? A society of drinking women. You know what society of drinking women looks like now? That. It's just one woman in a beanie next to a sad Canva sign. So I'd like to leave you on this, all right? Personally, for my own ego, I wish we lived like we did in the 1920s specifically, right, when it comes to partying. And that's because the one thing you cannot argue is that 1920s is when partying was high art. And what do we want more than anything? It's to party. Thank you so much.